Hello, hello, hello! I'm so on time. Look at me go. Hello. How's everyone doing? How's everyone's day been going? It is my understanding that you all got in a bit of a fight whilst the starting soon screen was happening. Let me say hello to everyone. Sister, right now, you'll come in, I'll come in. I hope you're having a good day. Very speedy. Newman, no running in the library, but arrived very quickly. And then I suppose Jake, Bun, and Drem. Oh my goodness, we got like you were here before Surrybot. How did you manage that? But yeah, hi Them, hi Molly, hi Bun, hi Cliff. Bum bum bum. Hi Silver Lining, how y'all doing? Hi Dust, hello. Ba 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 ba. I didn't realize I'd forgotten to do that every time. In your defense, they reset when I had my debut, so it may just have been you forgot to do it for the last 3 months. Could have remembered before that. Oh heck, hi again, Jake. Thank you for the hate data mustache. Oh, I have a can of Dr. Pepper. This is exciting. We get like a nice can opening noise like to the very start. Who won the jump? It wasn't a jump catch game. It was a fight. It was a brawl. A dangerous affair. Was it Jake? I am Snake. Is this in the sense that you're also cat? The it's not metamorphosizing. Transforming. Fuck. I'm doing well. How have you been doing? I am a teeny bit under the weather, to be honest, but I feel better today than I did yesterday. A little bit at least. I feel better this afternoon. I was feeling a little unwell this morning, but it's always the case that the longer I'm awake, the less sick I feel when I get like this. It's such a nuisance. But drink opening sound. Loud Dr. Pepper can in 3, 2, 1. That one didn't peek into red. I'm proud of that one. I'm not sure why that's the criteria for whether or not it's a good or bad sound, but I feel like where possible I shouldn't have the noise peek into red. I feel like that is probably unpleasant. Sneak. Oh, because the like agile fighting shenanigans. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, hi, Takais. Welcome in. Oh, heck. Yeah, thank you so much for subscribing for 7 months. Oh, 7 months. What was 7 months? 17. 17 number. Thank you so much. Like, yeah, I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoy whatever books get out live this summer. Thank you so much. Oh, hi, Vi. Welcome in. How's your day been going? How's everyone's day been going? I missed my Furious and the loud alerts. Oh my goodness. I know I get so overwhelmed when there's more than like 2 people in the library. I'm not sure how best to deal with it. Welcome in, everyone. Oh, Modernism, thank you for the follow. Welcome into the library. I hope you're having a good day. Hello. Now, is a sophisticated sounding one? Very sophisticated. Do people still say demure? I know that became the kind of word of the day for a while. I feel like that might be appropriate. Oh, I've got glasses. It's because I'm very sophisticated, maybe? I'm not sure how much reading there is in this game, but I've been really looking forward to it. Is a exploration game that's built around understanding the ecology of a planet which you arrive on, I believe. And I picked it up in a Steam sale around half a year ago, and I've been looking forward to trying it because I had someone say that it was kind of reminiscent of Outer Wilds, which I absolutely adored the process of. And so I'm really excited. Then you're so demure. I think I'm demure. I'm not sure if its meaning has changed colloquially in light of its virality, but I think in the traditional sense I might be tangentially demure. I don't know. But how is everyone doing? I hope your day's been going good. I hope you feel better soon. Same. I don't know. I'm hoping I'll feel better in the next few days, and if not, I might book a day or two off work, just because I would like to be able to relax a little bit, since I think that might be contributing to the stress. Oh, hi, Nose. Wait, I have 3 hydrates to catch up on. Oh my goodness. Okay, I got too excited about the opening of the can not hitting red on the noise gate that I forgot to actually drink. Okay. There we go. All 3 big hydrates. Big hydrate. How are you doing now? How's your day been going? Baby Val scares me so much. I feel like I say this every time. There's something about it that inspires fear. Oh, thank you for the pets. Where's my button? Is it not automated today? Oh. I've just mix it up for a lot of my alerts for a long time, but I've been finding a lot of them haven't been working consistently recently. I might swap over to one of the other systems potentially. I'm not sure. I'm indecisive. But yes, so the plan for today is I'm not sure with my usual yapping if I'll be able to make it through the whole game. I'm gonna tap in so you can hear the nice background music, but we're gonna be playing in the waters, which I did a little bit. Oh, it's quite loud. I might make that a teeny bit quieter. It's one of the games where when I tap out, the audio cuts out, even when it's windowed, which I'm aware you can do workarounds to avoid, but I did not have forethought to do that. Holy sound, very loud. Hopefully it wasn't too bad. My day's been going pretty bad. Oh, I'm sorry, Nels. Hopefully tomorrow will treat you better. Yeah, nothing can stop me. But yeah, I've heard that it takes around 5 hours to finish, which, if it was a normal stream, there's a chance I could do it in one, because it normally takes me around 1.5 times the recommended amount of time to play a game, with my nonsensical yapping interrupting the general progression. But I think I probably won't be up to doing a 7-hour stream today, so it might be a 2-parter. We might do the second part next week. We'll have to see. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. The atmospheric music is good and cool, but I don't. Oh, I love a good tactile button sound. um, so let's find out. I'm kind of excited about it. It's been a while since I've tried a new game that wasn't for a channel by Redeem, so Bella Traveler presents. The sound is pretty. I hope it's loud enough for you to hear the background music. I know Swadi did a good job with the sound. This is my takeaway so far. I feel weird interrupting the music. It feels so peaceful. Oh, hi, Yuki. Thank you for the. Oh, I'm getting this alert. Oh. I'm assuming this is part of the game. I got scared for a second. Oh, ominous. I'm gonna do my alerts. I have alerts to do, and there's atmospheric noises happening at me. Hi, Yuki. How you doing? Thank you for the hydrates and the pats and the stretch. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. I'm covering last known logs dated 2189. There isn't any time left. This is going to be more restrictive than you're used to, but you are resourceful, I know you. I'm sorry, okay, but I can't let them find you. I can't lose everything we've achieved here. Something... There is a miracle, I think? My dyslexia can't work my way through the last one. I'm doing fine. Just feel oh there. I feel like everyone's under the weather today. Let's put up. Let's find out what's happening. Oh, okay. Hello, is there someone there? This is Dr. Ellery Vass. I urgently all need systems of the suit activating. I've been locked out, and I'm 20 meters below the surface here. I say again, this is Dr. Ellery Vass. Can a new operator person on the suit please respond? Yes. Alright, good. Operator, activate all systems. Pilot authorization is granted. Oh, buttons. Okay. Scan topography. Scan and topography readouts coming through. Looking good. Depth. The dive panel is active. Current meter reading of 20 meters. Oh, I can't click. Oh, I can click heading. I'm seeing the heading panel coming online. Utilities available, let's see. Sampling, sample storage. Terminal retrieval seem to be installed. Ooh. Right. Power. Okay. Plenty of juice. That's reassuring because I didn't like the bar going down. Oxygen panel is up. And remember, with breather functioning, I'm off reserve oxygen for now. Okay. You don't seem to know what you're doing! Oh, you're not an operator, are you? I assume this is a yes, no? Yes. Don't believe you. Operators are more than voice-activated system dialogues. They don't respond like this. Did the English language do a counter-positive negative there, where I said yes meaning to agree, and they took yes to disagree? Oh wait, I missed that line! No. Whatever program or system you are, I need you to work with me. Okay. To respond to voice command, so let's start. We need to head north. Okay. I'll explain once we get going, but right now I'm locked out of half the systems of the suit. Okay. Someone somehow has rewritten the permissions to only respond to internal messaging, and that means you. This is a bit sinister. Oh, hi Johnny, how are you doing? Welcome in. How's your typing going? So I'm gonna need you to take control. Let's get moving. Take me north into the reef. Oh, I like the sound of the reef. Okay. Hmm. Not sure how best to. I feel like this is for scanning and mapping. This is the depth. This one had an inconclusive name. Oh! Not sure how I feel about being that zoomed in. Can I click on this? No. are the sampling and storage buttons? I guess it's this one then. Oh! A southern gully. Steep rock walls rise up towards the surface on either side. The floor is laid with pale sand. Oh, interesting. Vector clear, but that's not very north, is it? That's southern. Metal moss? Oh, what's this? Ooh, plane that looks like a Dorito. Kinda cool. I feel like it's fun when high-tech things are very simple geometric shapes. There's just something oddly satisfying about it. I guess we tried to go there. Okay, we're traveling. Good. Oh, it's whatever you're doing, it's working. Let's keep heading north. I wouldn't say that having the place called the Southern Gully be in the northern direction is the most intuitive, but have another scan, see if there's other points we can find. A narrow passway. A boulder fills the passage, blocking out the warm light of the Giselle 660 stars. Oh, is this the planet we're on? Okay. Can I get a path there? No. It was coal powered? What do you mean it was coal powered? How on earth did it become... Okay, it looks like I can't do the pathing. I was wondering if I could do it without a point, but it doesn't look like it. Oh, can I take a sample? Data. Can I can't seem to interact with those yet. Maybe I need to go to another space. Maybe there'll be an indicator there when I can collect samples. Here's the passage opens out back into the dappled light of the reef shallows. Okay. Is this like a puzzle game, right? Kind of. It's like an exploration discovery game. I don't even know how to describe it genre-wise. It's like an atmospheric exploration game, I suppose. But they kind of they put you in without any context of the world and you've got to figure it out. Which I always find those sorts of games quite fun. The softly flowing water is filled with glittering particles of organic matter, signs of rich and thriving life all around. Oh, okay. Don't feel great about my power going down, but I feel good about the fact the oxygen's still up there. I would think I'd be able to take a sample since there's a reference of matter, but I guess not. Oh, it's because I haven't traveled there, I'm silly. Let's go. Ooh! Look in the water, are those spores? And those stalks to the west, they look like huge fungi. This is unbelievable. Actual alien life? How could Mian have kept this place a secret? I saw her notes at the base when I landed, and some telltale signs on approach, but here it is. The first extraterrestrial life humanity has ever discovered. I can't believe it. Okay. Ooh! Oh, what's this one? A fungal creature made up of a series of stalks and plates attached to the rock. Beautiful. Wonder how they feed, how they grow, how they communicate. Colors range from dark amber to acid yellow. This place, this planet needs to be studied. Keep scanning creatures and I'll keep notes. Okay. Can I try getting a path there? Oh. Once we've gathered enough data, I can name and log each species. No matter what happens here, this is vital work. I guess I'm at this point. Can I not get a direct path here? No. Heads of these creatures coast the Pleial rocks. These plants are animals. They're unlike any earth coral or sponge. Oh, okay, so we can path to there. I wonder if I... Ooh! Wait, were those creatures? They were hidden on the stalks and quickly tried to get a scam. Not this? Oh. I thought sample? Storage, no. I don't really know how to get a scan. I can't see a combination of buttons there. Request retrieval? That feels ominous. That feels like scary things are gonna happen. Okay. It's like going here. Oh? Can I not navigate a path to it? The stalks here are furred with spores which appear to have drifted down from the northern part of the reef. Okay, can I try traveling there? I still haven't been able to figure out how to collect them, I think. Oh! Button? Oh, do I need to wait until the thing's in the circle? Ooh. Okay. Oh! Nice, I got a sample! Okay, we've got one. Biological samples are vital tools for analyzing and understanding creatures. The suit should allow you to deploy any sample back into the ocean. Okay. While you test it out, hold and drag it over the central compass. Shouldn't I test it a little bit first? Oh. A stalk spore containing a number of complex cocktail of minerals and compounds. Okay. I want to deploy a net to where I found it. I don't want to be causing havoc in the ecosystem. I only just got here. Working as it should? Oh, there's a little fellow circling me. Dark spore. Oh, that's the one I found before. The different spores carry different compounds, each with a specific purpose or message. Assuming a message in the compound a spore has is quite ambitious. Do you think there could be spores, the way of communicating between different colonies? I mean, quite possibly. I mean, plants do that on Earth to some extent. Let's see. I'm just talking to myself here, forget it. No, I'm too scared to click the no button. I don't know what happens. Anyway, sorry, where shall I? Let's keep moving. Okay, let's scan for other points. Ah, big yarn. Okay. We love clicking buttons. I'm kind of curious to see what happens. The creature's external membrane appears to be made of layers of chitin, like Earth's arthropods or fungi. Oh. Complex pattern of contrasting and expanding slits in the stalk's membrane. Mouths or sensing organs? If it's a big red button, I click. Oh no! Big red button scary, big red button scary. This huge rock sits among layers of lichen. Could it have been thrown here during a volcanically active period in the planet's history? Oh wait, I feel like I should grab this before we head off. You know, just to be safe. Okay, let's go. So around on this one, still scan. Colonies are producing a shifting hum, perhaps the form of communication. Spores entering and exiting the slits on the surfaces of the stalk. Something is being exchanged. The colonies seem to be broken up into individual patches, then larger groups over a wider area. Ooh! Fungal creature which communicates through sounds and spores. And oh, I've uploaded my initial notes. Let's call these reef stalks. We can classify the species in the lab. What's a laboratory? I'm a little labor. Okay. A laboratory? Okay, let's do our scan and head up here. Oh my gosh. I hope that's not a big red button. I feel like that would scare me. Look at the little fellows floating around. Oh my gosh. What is it that dictates the reef's growing patterns? Sunlight? The flow of water? Whatever it is, it must be absent here. That's a little ominous. Among the spore-clogged stalks are piles of small stones. Could a creature have gathered them here, or just the currents? Let's find out. I want to see the little creature. I'm always doubling back on myself, I think. Oh? What's in the... Is it the same thing I'm above as before? I think it is. Okay. I'm cautious that the energy is slowly getting lower whilst I meander. I don't think there'd be one. Let's pray maybe a big green button? I think I could emotionally handle a big green button. It would depend if there's like writing on it in a grumpy font. Ooh! Sampling available? Oh? The same one as before. I feel like I should keep space for others. Though I suppose if they can be released easily, you may as well collect them whenever you get a chance. Spores are the main part of the reef are brought into the southern nurseries here by a steady current. Okay. Hey, can I ask you something? I've worked with AI programs before, but you won't like them. They're predictable, programmatic, dull. Their intelligence allows them to log and process data. That's all. You're different. I feel like you're alive. Do you understand what I'm saying? Different. Glad I'm not just imagining it. What are you? And why are you doing in the suit? Entirely sure I know. This was the direction we were meant to head in, wasn't it? The common running slows here, but further north the water whips down the rift in incredible speed. That makes me a little nervous. Okay. It's fine, we can do scary things. Maybe? I will get this. Ooh, is this a landmass? Wide and long with sheer rock walls on either side, the deep rift channels and predictable currents. That feels a little responsible. The arch is covered in hardening stalks, perhaps the slow current passing through brought their spores to settle here. I like slow currents. To scan for... Let's the Slocum into space. Oh! Those are the biggest orange dots we've seen so far. A large stalk. A static creature made up. Oh! Those huge stalks are incredible. Each one a vertical ecosystem. The leaking spores into the water as the fruiting bodies attached to their skin bloom. Sure, I fully understand the specifics of the sentence, but I think I get the gist. Any of these stalks are leaking particles in the water as they sway. Are those spores or something else? Okay. Let's go towards the big ocean mushrooms. Oh! I got scared by the sound effect. Did you see that? The stalks responded to our movement. They extended as we passed through. Perhaps it was the sound we made as we moved through? I should be careful not to get trapped here. The suit's power capacity is limited. Okay. Are you gonna tell me where to go? No? Chitinous of the stalk's membrane is very hard, but the flexibility is given by a surface of overlapping plates. Interesting. There's a lot of activity among the rocks ahead. Creatures are grazing on and living among the stalks, forming a complex ecosystem. Look, over to the southwest. The stalk is totally calcified. Looks like a good candidate for a sample creature. Never eat shredded waste. Okay, west. We got jump scares now? Oh, I hope not. Oh, I'm in the jump catch game, let's go. Duel of the Fates? What's Duel of the Fates? Oh, this is the one. Okay, the huge stalk is totally hardened. Its plates hardened into a rocky shell. Can it be retrieved? That was a big critter moving. Okay. Oh, is this what death looks like here? The plates of the stalk surface passing over one another must be producing the distinctive hum that can be heard. Oh, I'm not sure I like the hum, that's scary. Oh, hi Drake, how are you doing? How's your day been going? Welcome. Those creatures must be related to the other stalks on the... Big creature. Oh. That seem to have a separate purpose to the lower beds. Okay, let's try to get the sample. Oh, notification made you jump. It's very atmospheric. I wasn't ready for noises. Oh, let's isolate. There's a lot of dead material here, so we should be able to take multiple samples. Am I right? What game is this? This is a game called In Other Waters. It is an exploration game where you play and you don't really know your starting point, but you're helping explore a planet where they found life, and you're trying to figure out what's going on by doing the kind of ecological research to understand where you are. It's somewhat Outer Wilds adjacent in structure, where you're just dropped off on a little planet and you don't really know what's going on. But there's even less context. Oh, stalk bark, a sample of the chitinous membrane of the stalk. I'm also saying a lot of science words incorrectly, so that's an added ambience thing. It's quiet and cozy, and then I get jumped. Oh, did the notifications scare you too? So it wasn't just me. Oopsies. And I'm glad you're doing good. Interesting? Yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. It's safe to assume that the singing of the stalks relates to the communication between the colonies and elsewhere on the reef. I thought we'd identified that the sound was a byproduct of the thing on the plates teammates growing over each other. Oh, heck, Drake, thank you so much for the gifted stuff to my. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Make sure to say thank you, my. Oh, yeah. Saying thank you straight away. Very polite. Thank you very much. Jump scare a little bit. But thank you, Drake. I really appreciate it. I was ready for this though, and this time we're bracing ourselves. We've been training to play horror games, except not really. You think? Thank you. Okay. Got the big blobs that are just like Newman left to right are scary. These blobs over here I don't feel confident about. Oh hi Lee, how are you doing? I'm a teeny bit under the weather, but I'm feeling a little bit better now than earlier today, so that's good at least. I have cute emotes. Oh yeah, now you can meow. Oh hi Galvatonics, welcome in. How are you doing? How's your day been going? Let's see. Overgrown pass? I want to see the giant blobs. I'm a little scared of them. The space between the rocks here is thick and the stalks. The space between the rocks here is thick with stalks. The elaborate patterns they trace across the reef are beautiful. Oh my gosh. If you feel better soon, same. Hopefully I'm on the way up. Hopefully. I know they said to go north originally, but I'm curious what the big blobs are. The Bear Canyon? The rocks here are clear of stalks and undergrowths. In their absence, a territorial mark or just a side effect of the conditions of these waters? Games lulling me into a false sense of calm, and then giving me sound effects. A large canyon drops down into the reef here. Its entrance is shadowed by the surrounding rocks. Well, that sounds mysterious. I'm not sure where we'll be able to head from here if I'm reading the map correctly. Just along the canyon? I haven't had the opportunity to go up or down yet. Water scares done yet? Well, I've played a lot of Arknights recently and you are supposed to be scared of the ocean, so... water doesn't scare me. I don't like the taste of water. I don't like cucumbers, which are 90% water, but the ocean's cool. There's a lot of fun coral there. The water is still yawning the entrance of the cavern. There are no signs of stalks and the reef life around the entrance. I'm scared. Oh gosh, let's find out. Descent possible. Oh, okay. So can I alter my height here? Woo! Okay. Very exciting. The patchy sunlight coming through the broken cavern roof is enough to allow stalks to grow here, if that's what they require. Oh, thank you for the hydrate drink. Where's the hydrate redeem? I should still be there. I've added a few new redeem systems, so they might have swapped on the order a little bit. Oh, thank you for the stretchy. Wow. EP excitement? EP contentness? I think that's a word. If they could hear you, they'd cry. I'm allergic to cucumbers. I don't know if I'm allergic to sea cucumbers. I imagine not, but being allergic to cucumbers is unlikely enough as it is. Don't know if it carries over to the aquatic ones. okay. So they're the reef stalks. If it's yellow, it's the description we've already seen. A tall bubble-coated stalk, which sits among the reef stalk colonies. These tall stalks seem to be watching over the smaller colonies. I'll start lugging this. But in wide, irising pores? I'm not sure what irising means. Oh my goodness, so many new words. Soft sunlight spills down onto a log. A thin stalk stretched towards the light, coating the large glassy bubbles glittering on its skin. I wonder if we can get a sample if we go there. Yeah, sample, sample, sample. Ooh. I had any that had a significant percent signal before. That's exciting. These gaseous bubbles are intriguing. The one? Interior of the gas is at elevated pressure, as if the membrane ruptured the sac would screech as it depressurized. Is this part of the Stark's communication system we've seen across the week? Wait, I have an idea. Is this a bad idea? I fear it might be. Try deploying the one by the block tunnel over there. I want to see how the Stark reacts. Just drag it over. The blocked tunnel. Is this the block tunnel? Plug tunnel. Okay. So it's this one we need to deploy over there. Woo! I think we just did ecological damage. They retracted. Those bubbles must be some kind of signal system. I'll call them shrill sacs for the squeak. We can use these together and see if the heavy goes ahead. Ooh. Okay. Let's meander. Every idea has the potential to be a bad idea. I suppose so. Yeah. Oh, I thank you for the highlights and the pets and trucks. Thank you, thank you. How are you doing? How's your day been going? Are you hydrated enough? I feel like I should interrogate people about whether or not they've had like a nice cup of tea yet today whenever they hydrate me. But then I go on enough tangents. I could always go on more tangents. I don't think anyone could stop me really. Body with that one. Up ahead. We're spinning now? The cavern curves away in both directions here. It's hard to see the way ahead. Ominous. I fear that maybe I need more energy. I'm getting a little bit scared. So I guess you're wondering where we're heading? I am in fact wondering that. There's a way station just north of here, on the finger of this reef. I want to find it. Oh, am I at the right level? My shuttle touched down just hours ago at a floating research base to the south. That's where I found this suit. I'm looking for a Dr. Mian Norma, chasing a message all the way from her. Then your tangents? No. No tangents here. I must sound mad, coming out here to a planet in the tail of Scorpius just to pull a message. Wait, you? Do you know where we are, don't you? No. But how? We're on Giselle 667cc, a supposedly unremarkable world, if it wasn't for all this life. Well, the exoplanet extraction corps must have passed it by, but how did Myanmar come here? Is that why she contacted me? To verify her discovery? But then where is she? Look, let's find the way station. Then I can start piecing together what's going on. Okay. A thin passage. The cavern narrows here and small eddies of water twirl in the silt. Oh. Okay, I really hope we can go up in the next one. Otherwise we might have a bit of a problem. Cavern entrance? A current can be felt drifting through the cavern entrance. Oh, okay, ascent possible. Good, good, good. Double check. Nothing around here. Okay, let's go up. Do we go back up to 20 meters? We do. Interesting. More? Is this the path I went down before? I feel like it must have been lower than that. I feel like it's down here that I was. Oh, my body's in the way. I feel like it was down here where we did the cavern. Leaf stalks. Tall stalk. Stalks of this kind seem to produce bubbles depending on the nearby stalks. They're the protectors of their colonies. Oh, interesting. The bubbles are the ones that cause the standard stalks to retract, from what they said. Well, candidate, the thin stalk slits amongst the bed of other growths, excluding white bubbles. I could do with some more bubbles, they're quite functional. Bubble, bubble, bubble. And I can go back here if not. I suppose I should have read both of them first. Sack. Yep, that's the utility one. Grab her. I was scared I wasn't central enough there and I was gonna get told off trying to collect my sample. I think I might be close to full on my inventory. Yeah, I think I get the 9 spots. Ooh. As of now, there isn't any utility for the stalk spore. I'm gonna deploy it out here. The same for the stalk bark. Oh, this could be useful for power. I'll hold on to that then. Just drag them to the fuel panel. That wasn't very much fuel. The worst way to die is drowning. Whoa. Yeah, it is quite ominous. Oh wait, with these you can keep one sample so we can analyze the others back at the base and use the other for a power boost. Okay, that's good to know. I'll have to pick up any samples I can find then. I can't help but feel some unseen growth shaping the growth of these patterns this reef. What invisible borders am I crossing? Kind of poetic. I can spin. You can spin. You can yum at 2 speeds. Suzuki did the emotes send me 2 GIF files. So there's Denya spin, and then there's Denya like yum, spin faster, and then there's Denya soup. I feel like because when I picked out the emotes I wanted to get, I was like, there's a lot of cool kind of standard emotes that you have as a Twitch streamer, like a pug or a hype emote. But I was like, you can find those in other chats. Where are you going to get head opens bowl of soup? and so I went for ones that are kind of tailored to jokes people have made in the community in the past. My brain is very soup. I can Nemo spin, hyper spin, precisely. I'm trying to think. I can probably access statistics to see which of my emotes are used most least. I think the balloon and the shock one are some of the lessons ones out of the newer ones. Just if people are exploring the new emotes. Oh, thank you for the high drink. Oh. I feel like I intentionally surround myself in some situations where I don't get shocked, but then I get so I get shocked so easily, it's not really notable when it happens, maybe. Maybe. The scattered boulders and the steep rifts of the southern reef just a violent geological past. If it doesn't become a violent geological present, oh, those are big orbs. Okay. A singstark? Large darks which wave, producing a distinctive hum or groan. I've named these singstarks for the strange hum they produce. What is their precise function, I wonder? Unlike the other specimens, this large dark sits alone, away from the lower beds. It's hard to tell if this is the beginning of a colony or its end. My intense caused a jump scare earlier. Yeah, I'm a teeny bit prone to getting scared. Just a little bit. I feel like by mouse standards, I'm reasonably hardy. I don't get scared too easily, but by human standards, I don't think I fare very well. These darks are more sparse between the rocks and outcrops. This might be the easiest path north, if I can clear the way. The vector's clear for that one, and then up ahead we'll need to use the screeching thingamabob. No. I think this was the entrance. What's this one? Spore clouds. The relative calm of this basin means the water's clogged with spores released by the larger stalks. Okay, if I can get some collections, I have fuel to go there and back to heading north. Or do you have to hydrate yourself, Denny? I have Dr. Pepper! I have a little can of Dr. Pepper. It's the sugar-free one, though, which I find... It's nice at first, but once it's been open for a few minutes, it starts tasting flat very quickly. What does the mouse drink? Soda. I had a little mug of tea earlier, but I'm a bit sensitive to temperature at the moment, so I'm back to drinking room temperature drinks. Not the Dr. Pepper? What do you mean, not the Dr. Pepper? I'm generally very positive about the Dr. Pepper. Ooh, can I identify... Shelled creature! We got a creature! Sorry, creature! These creatures have such beautiful translucent shells. I'll start looking later on them as we find more. Oh heck, God! Wow! Thank you so much for subscribing for 14 months. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy whatever book you get out the library this month. Thank you. I hope you're having a good day. I hope you've got to do some drifting. How about water? Water tastes bad. Sometimes water's okay if it's cold and you get like a nice slice of fruit or two in it. But because I'm a bit under the weather, I'm super sensitive to eating anything that's cold or warm, and so I can't really drink cold water without my stomach getting grumpy with me. Drifto, yeah? I'm assuming that's... You drifted? Potentially? Water's bad? Water's not bad. I get told off for drinking cold drinks because they're bad for my voice. But water tastes bad for sure. You live near a mine or something? Not particularly, though there's quite heavy water in a lot of the UK. And so it may be from that. You'll never find me getting bottled water. We have safe drinking water in the UK from the taps, and so I refuse to buy bottled water on principle unless I'm stuck in an airport or something. The little shrieks of the ocean cause me concern. But yeah, I don't like how water tastes. I don't think that's too radical. The growth's heavier as the stalks travel north into this forest. This direction is a north. Oh, is this where I could have gone from the other path? Did I not go the normal route? Oh, hiya, Mark. How are you doing? Welcome in. How's your day been going? Hello. Wait, hello? Hello. Ooh. Oh, they're having a observation on me. Can I collect anything here? I cannot. Wow. Head back up here. Okay. Oh, this is a new one. These creatures glide along the leaf stalks with great care and precision. They appear to be grazing on them. Ooh. Have you ever had an occasion to drink liquid death? I haven't tried it before, but I was in Home and Bargains recently, which I'm not sure what the equivalent would be in the US, but it's kind of a discount store that stocks non-perishable goods. And they had some liquid death there, and I was considering getting some, but I was kind of scared by the name, and so I ended up not grabbing any. I also couldn't tell if it was an energy drink or if it was just like fancy water. I'm not historically a fan of sparkling water as well. If I want fizzy, I want like carbonation, extra carbonated. I don't know. Okay, let's meander. The stalks are so thick here, a sea of amber waving fingers to be cleared before we can pass through. I think I've cleared them already. Yeah. Going on around here. I wonder if I can click on the moving one? No. Navigating these dense growths is like finding your way through a labyrinth, moving from clearing to clearing, with little sense of what's ahead. Well, I'm glad we're on the same page at least. Can I get some collections here? I'm running a little bit low on my exploration bubbles. Both patterns of the stalk suggests a complex territorial network. Are we underestimating? Just like that noise. Are we underestimating the complexity of the life forms? Bubbles like huge pearls glint among the stalks. How do we produce such strange screeching stacks? And another pearl stalk. Okay. Carbonated water? Yeah. Sparkling water? I don't really like it. I know quite a few people drink it. We used to sell it quite a lot in one of the bars I used to work at when I was a student. It was like a wine bar. There was a lot of rich retired people who went there. Okay. Some creatures target these tall stalks directly, perhaps because they keep them away from the other softer stalks nearby. Oh, okay. Like putting marigolds next to your lettuces. Although I find that never works. I find it just acts as a homing beacon for slugs. Let's go to this point, if we can. Sample! Love a good sample. Okay. Perfect. Shouting fellows. Oh, moving! Oh! A delicate set of feeding appendages beneath the creature's shell seem to scrape the outer membrane of the stalks away. Oh, okay. I think we have one space left in our inventory. Okay, nice. If I need to, I can use one of these for full fuel. I think I'm gonna be able to get through. Okay. don't like how this one went out. I feel like I'm doing vast ecological damage with the bubbles. Okay. Oh, let me click you. A shelled creature. Occasionally when the creature scrapes the stalks too aggressively, they retract and let out a defensive signal to nearby colonies. Interesting. A signal stalk. Tall bubble-producing stalks that protect the monitor stalk colonies? Oh, I'm going to call these signal stalks for the signaling role they play in the stalk ecology. That was concise. Glittering stalk. Oh, that's another new one. Shed its water. While it's flat water, colored is carbonated, and the other than black are flavored as well. Should try. Very good. Okay. The ones I saw at the store, they only had the gold and the black one. I'd quite like to just get a flavored one. Like, I used to quite like getting like strawberry or lemon water, but then I realized I could just buy fruits and put it in water at home. And so I did that for a while. But if I do ever have to go water at an airport or something, I try and get lemon water. Like lemon. So studious and inquisitive, much death follows in her wake. I hope not. Let's see. I'd like to get some samples. I'd like to not cause ecological destruction. I'd really like to avoid ecological destruction. Oh, many new creatures. There seems to be some tolerance for the creature's scraping by the stalks. They only warn the creature when it cuts too deeply. Okay. How much inventory space do I have? I don't want to do ecological damage, but I think I need to open this passageway. Oh, hi Pesky! How are you doing? How's your day been going? Gold is mango flavored? Yeah, I think it said mango. This isn't a forest, but it carries the atmosphere as one. The interlocking but natural process of life and death. Ominous. I'm gonna try and go this way so I don't need to cause any more mass destruction. How many more samples are there? 2? I'm gonna see if I can ingest these for fuel. Small amounts. Okay. There we go. Let's head over here. Oh. One seems like it might be a dead end. Spore clusters, spores in the stalks seem to be massing here in large clumps. This might be a good place to sample them. Ooh. Sample. I got very. Ooh. Okay. What do we have here? Put some of these into fuel. Team so far? There needs to be something that goes to run things up. Not enough SCP so far? What's an SCP? Okay, the stalk spore. I think that's one of the basic types. Yeah. Percentage density is earlier as well. Okay. Oh! Agile creature. Striped with luminous colors, these flexible creatures rapidly through the water. These are lively creatures and so much colorful too. I'll start logging my observations. These creatures appear to maneuver with a series of siphon jets concealed beneath their folded portals, they're incredibly fast. It's quite impressive that I managed to click them correctly, I think. Oh, I don't like the little screeching. Oh, hi, Halak. Where's Remove the Bangs? Aw, I like my little fringe. I have an egg denia redeem, but it's a bit expensive. Now see your eyes. Ooh. You can see my eyes on my reference sheet. I never know where to pull my ref. Oh, can I click on this one? No, I guess not. I never know where to pull my reference sheet because I know some people, whenever they post their schedule, they reply to the schedule like reposting the post of their reference sheet. But I find that if I ever reply to my own posts, no one sees them. Like Twitter just kind of hides them from the world, and so I got out of the habit of doing that. The two boulders covered by tiny stalks and a coating of amber fur. Ooh. Moss? Space moss? The last line of thick stalks before sandy plains of the central reef. Sorry. I feel so evil. I've never heard of this game before, but I'm really enjoying the idea and the art style. Yeah, it's my understanding it was made by a small indie studio. I think it came out in 2020. Oh, I'm missing dialogue. This is the central reef. I saw it on Renee's map, and the shelf flattens out here. I hope I didn't miss something too important. But I was looking through the exploration tag on Steam a while back when there was a sale, and it was shortly after I played Outer Wilds because I just loved the kind of explore and direct yourself at your own pace element. And I saw this one, which was within the context of assisting a ecological researcher, and I just thought, I love learning anecdotes about ecology, and I like the style of gameplay, so I've not played many games that are kind of this mellow and atmospheric. I tend to not fast-paced games per se, but more mechanically, not in the like keyboard smashing, but the number of things going on at once. Complex games tend to be what I normally gravitate to, but it's kind of nice. It's relaxing. I like the art style. Yeah, I think it's a really cool representation of the space, especially for I don't know. It really impresses me when indie games think of creative ways to stylistically present something that works around any limitations they may have on art resources. It's very cool. I see them sometimes. It's hard to explain within the character limit. Oh. Strong light? Oh, are they the little dots in your vision from when you look at something too bright and it upsets your eyeballs? What's this one? Ripples of silt bounce sunlight back up through the water, giving it a golden glow. Vector clear. What about this one? No. Things that seem to correlate with light so far, so let's head in this direction. Oh, is this the base? That looks like a shape. Very helpful sentences. The center of the reef is flat and sandy, with a few rocks to attach to the stalks to seed these waters. Okay. Base? There it is. I see the way station ahead. That wasn't as victorious as I'd hoped. An internet thing, not a vision thing. Strong horror elements. Whoa. I It does seem like a cozy game. The simplicity makes it cuter. Yeah. The waste. Okay. It's function beneath the coating of stalks. Oh, does it look abandoned? I wonder how it's gonna get presented. The place is looking a little worse for wear. Let me see if I can find an access port. I never did take care of her equipment. Some things never change. Sorry, give me a sec. I'm just trying to... Got it. Okay. We should be able to access any data stored here. Just open up the terminal and take a look. Ooh. Ooh. Thing user? How does one power oxygen? Could I have more power? Okay. Nice. I think I have enough oxygen. I'll be concerned if I start running out of oxygen. Didn't use an arm commander? Well, I think my next stream after this one is going to be finishing Command and Conquer Tiberian Dawn. I didn't realize I was so close to the end of the game, otherwise I would have just found the time to stream it. I thought I still had quite a bit to go, so I was going to try and have a long stream to finish it. Do I... Map data? Oh, there's numbers. Data released to the pilot's console? Logs have been cleared. I expected that, given the secrecy Mion seems to be operating under. But the map data mentions something Mene calls the Bloom, out across the northern rift. He's been going back and forth to something there, studying it. A unique species, perhaps? Doing here? Why are you keeping your discoveries from the world? For me? I'm talking to myself again, or to whatever you are. Sorry, I didn't mean. Let's get back to the research base. I need to think. The way station operational. We can call in the base retrieval drone from the utility panel. Drone will be able to pick us up from any area of the map we've got data for. Oh, that makes me feel exponentially safer. Let's head to the base. We've got a lot to figure out ahead. Is that this one? Quest retrieve link? Okay, request retrieval. Open 2 hours? Hey, are you back online? Yeah. Do sharp work for a biologist, if I do say so myself. Hooking up that strange casing of yours to the base took some work. And the OS here does not want to play nicely with whatever you are. You should have access to select the subsystem of the stack now. Okay. Looks to have repurposed some of them, so not everything is functional. Comms are shot, the generator's only partially working. Oh, hi Mule! How are you doing? How's your day going? And only one part of the drone retrieval thing is missing, but I've booted up the drive in the base mapping system and sample storage. The lab is also online. The analysis tool and an integrated taxonomy for logging creatures. Take a look. I've already logged the creatures we discovered in our last dive. When you log creatures, I'll also put a sample request in the taxonomy entries. To fulfill the request, just find and transfer the samples to the lab. Oh, that'll be handy for storage. I can use the data to add to the creature study when we need to register these species. Head down to the lab level and take a look. I'll also mark sample requests on the drive map. That way we can grab the key samples always to do, and we're out in the ocean, and we're going back soon. While you were offline, I spotted a signal. A suit transponder. Ooh. Can see on its location on the dive map. I want to find out what it is. Then you're so good at then you're confused easily. I don't know about that one. A suit transponder means a suit. A suit means Mine. I'll need your help. That suit takes us both to pilot it, and it's the only one I've got. Once you're done exploring the base, upload into the drive map. We can head out from there. I wanna look at the samples. How do I... So... Damaged? Don't like the sounds of those. Life support? Not the biggest fan that it's on low health. Oh, we have a log! Okay, then you're getting AP? I didn't mean to yawn as I had that on. Yeah. I'm always extra tired when I'm under the weather. It's such a nuisance. Maybe Dr. Pepper will fix it. It's only 8 PM. I said a shorter stream, but I meant like 3 or 4 hours, not 1 hour. Yum yum yum. You by now? I am wrapped in a grey blanket. Well, not purple, but it's like a little grey blanket. It's very soft. Although I wish it was a bit bigger. Always EP on streams. I've kind of gotten into the habit of doing my streams at 7 PM my time. And on weekends, I kind of have to bustle about and catch up with everything. And then on weekdays, I've normally worked for, I don't know, like 10 hours and then had an hour to eat food before stream starts, so... The sun cozy? I don't have Blage with me today. Well, he's on the floor. Normally I kinda hold on to him whilst I'm streaming. I don't know why, but something about having a giant shark next to you helps keep warm. Maybe it'd be appropriate to have Blage here. It's an aquatic stream after all. It's 3:15 here. I'm not getting sleepy, but our librarian keeps yawning. A little bit of yawning. Does the body good, maybe? Wow, okay. Renee is gone, and she's left behind one hell of a mess. The space is falling apart. Cannibalized to build, way stations out in the ocean, communications way sliced away, life support failing. Where did she even commandeer this research base from? There is no way Baikal would have supplied it willingly after what she did to them. Yes? What did she call me out here for? To witness her disappearance? Or did she simply want me to encounter, as she did, the impossible life of the ocean? How could it have gone ignored for hundreds of years of exploration and conquest? There are too many questions to even begin. All I can do is keep an account of what answers here. So, if I can't answer these questions, someone else might. It'll be weeks, maybe months, till the next ship passes close enough to pick up my shuttle transponder. Until then, I'm alone. This place is unbelievably important. Our first contact with life beyond Earth. But something's happening here too. I need to know what it is. Janet streams with a giant shark? Wait, let me get Blush. I had to like lean out of my chair, does that count? Is my face tracking broken because there's a shark in the way? Okay, yeah. It's the extra large Blush, because there's the 3 sizes now, I think. You have the tiny one, the classic Blush, and the large Blush. I only have one, but I went for the extra big shark, because I thought, if you're gonna cuddle a shark, it may as well be a ferocious one. Raj? Yeah. Good shot. Oh, thank you for the pets, guys. Wait, how many Blages and other generalized sharks do you have now? I'm kind of curious. I know it's at least 2. I think I've seen my activation phase. Yeah, Kilo Shark. I can't remember if I changed it, but my profile picture on Twitter I think is still the art of me with Shark. Cute. I really like the art style, it's very sweet. We only have 3 as far as I'm aware. Oh. To be fair, 1 of each blush is all you need. I'm not feeling ecstatic about the 2/3 health life support. A dive map is where to exit. These ones are the good ones that are good for fuel, but I'd like to store 1 of each here for a record. Oh, sample analysis! Oh, give me information. Taxonomy updated. Further analysis possible? Oh. Can I just keep putting it there and putting it back? I don't really know where the updates go. Further analysis possible? I don't think I really understand the UI for that. Okay, taxonomy entry updated. So no further analysis for that one. Further analysis possible? I would kinda hope that if you put it in the thingamabob it would do all the analysis at once. And maybe just have an indicator that it did more than 1 set of analysis. More? Is it the case that I need to bring a different one each time for the further analysis? Because I feel like it can't be that many. Fungi. Claudia. Stalks. Ooh, oh, so much information! New stalks are fungal life forms which take the form of a series of stalks and plates anchored to rocky substrates. Their chitinate exterior ranges in color from dark amber to acid yellow, leading them to resemble oversized lichens. This outer membrane is marked with slits which expand and contract, producing a distinctive hum. These slits or pores allow both the release of spores by the colony and the absorption of other colony spores. I use this term for ease, whether these really seeds or something else. Both the hum and the spore in exchange seem to be part of a complex communication network between the individual stalk patches or colonies. However, like earth fungi, the visible part of these stalks may only be a small part of their overall mass. One network might connect these colonies beneath the ground. They have behavior? Independent fungi. Analysis of stalk spores has revealed a rich cocktail of compounds unique to each spore, some of which previously unknown to human chemistry. This aspect of the spores and the noticeable exchange between the colonies of stalks suggests that the chemical cocktails are part of the information exchange network. Ooh. However, some of these spores also appear to be true spores, used for early sexual reproduction of stalk colonies, suggesting that the information-carrying spores have adapted or modified reproductive spores. Oh, that's an interesting setup. Analysis also suggests that the stalk colonies may possess a high level of intelligence and cognition, and that their messaging provided by the spores is nuanced, subjectively unique to each colony. Patterns across multiple spores from a single colony even suggest a chemical signature possessed by each stalk group. Could surveys we thought of as names? Sample required. Oh, I'm really excited if we get to see sketches. Okay. Singstock. The towering fungal stalks, the swaying, produce a distinctive hum while grown. Oh, it's through their movement that they hum. Okay. Part of the stalk's ecology found on the central leaf, the precise role of sing-stalks is particularly obscure. Their singing seems to connect with the sonic communication between stalks, as seen from the stalk's use of shrill sacs, is an alarm mechanism. But what they're communicating is unclear. Maybe they made requirements for the further analysis? Maybe. It's a little bit confusing because it said further analysis available. I'm not sure. Oh, hi, Red. How are you doing? How's your day been going? We're looking at spores. I love my Bulbasaurs, but Shark? Ooh, Bulbasaur's good. I have a few Pokemon plushes. I have 3 Sobble, 1 very off-brand Ditto, and 1 very off-brand Pikachu. I really enjoy the Scuff Pokemon ones, where it's kind of like someone saw a stretched image of surprised Pikachu and just thought the Pikachu was built like that and turned it into a cushion. That's my jam. I need a shark now, but my brother and my nephew have sharks, and all I got is Bulbasaurs. Bulbasaurs are very good. Oh, thank you for the hi, Daily. There we go. My nose is itchy. Okay. Noticeably, stalks are often coated in sporing fungal growths, which release spores as the stalks sway through the water. These spores, released high up in the water column, cover a large area of the reef. There's something tree-like in the structure of stalks, so much that they give the impression of the underwater fungal forest. Strange, and yet familiar. Analysis of the stalk bark sample has given some new insights into the stalks. Oh, no hiccups. Their entire biology is compressed into chitin plates that surround each specimen. They're completely hollow. Oh, hiccups. Okay. In fact, rather than being a single-layered stalk, stalks are actually many spirally entwined stalks, which weave together to form a pillar-like shell. The scraping of these stalks as they move against one another produces the stalk's harmonic hum. Oh, so I was right, it was the shells moving over each other. Okay. Which may not be a form of communication with other colonies as first thought, and instead be a kind of internal metronome, there to synchronize with the movements of the individual stalk with the weave of stalks. Well, that's a cool system. But if the stalks are the bark that surrounds them, this brings with it a new question. What do the stalks contain? Further analysis is needed. Signal stalk. Okay, this is the last one. I feel like we don't know much about this one. The signal stalk are tall and thin, bubble-coated stalks, which are often found beside other stalk colonies. Like other colonies, signal stalks have a chitin exterior, but unlike the other species, they feature prominent irising pores that allow them to produce large bubbles that I've named shrill sacs. Through this, the signal stalks act like protectors of the stalk colonies, their shrill sacs breaching when a predator approaches, resulting in a warning screech that can cause the nearby stalks to retract. This makes them a target for creatures which graze on the stalks, and only some of the colonies are able to maintain a single stalk protector. Oh? But how do these stalks produce their bubbles? And what dictates the growth patterns? Further analysis of the physical products and structure should help. Okay, so it's a resource-intensive one to maintain, but I suppose it makes sense. Visual sex laboratory analysis shows that they're formed from a coating of mucus sealed around a pressurized mix of oxygen and carbon dioxide. The oxygen shows that the signal stalks are able to absorb oxygen through their surroundings, perhaps through their large pores. Meanwhile, the CO2 must be the result of the fermentation process within the stalk itself. Ooh. This suggests the presence of a fungal symbiote similar to yeast within the stalk. The possible production of an ethanol as a byproduct of this process through a tissue sample will be necessary to confirm this. Shell sac production meanwhile seems to be a precise art. The pressurization? Is that pressurization? I feel like I thought there was a C in that word, maybe not. The pressurization gas mix and size of each shell shack continue to differ from stalk to stalk, meaning that the warnings can differ to be directed to particular colonies, individual stalks if necessary. Ooh. Very cool. I love a good dictionary. 34% efficiency? Don't like the sound of that. Okay. Inactive. Sample store. Okay. I'm gonna move the stock spore back and just bring these with me, I think. Oh, actually, I'm gonna go to the lab and see if oh no, wrong one. I'm gonna go to the sample analysis and see if I needed to bring a different one. Further analysis possible? Oh, it's possible, but I just don't have the resources. Okay, that makes sense. Then the life support we need to head. No. Oh, don't like those sounds. Dive map, that's the one. Oh, is this what we're trying to head to? Further distant. Minae's notes mention something called the bloom across this rift, but until we have stronger propulsion, we won't be able to cross it. I guess we have to go across here then, or maybe through here? Pressurization? Word looked so fake with the backlighting. English, the Roman alphabet is difficult. Stop shrimping? How did you know? I normally have immaculate posture, but I'm kinda... I was kind of... Imagine if a very tall mouse were to sit down, put a substantial shark across their stomach and just roll themselves around the shark. I was quite shrimped. Okay, let's see. Let me readjust myself. Sushi Denya? I guess I'm sushi. Does that make me the rice? Or the nori? I'm not up right now, but I feel like my microphone is, well, my headset, let's not pretend to be fancy, is gonna punch the shark when I move about here. Go here. Sample request? Can I choose to go here? The base has detected a suit, and these coordinates. Could this be Minae? We'll have to head to the East Reef to find out. Okay. Oh, can I... Oh, I can only go to the dive stations. Okay. But yeah, well, Sushi Denya. How am I gonna move across from here? Because I needed to go essentially net east from here. But I don't know if we'll be able to go around the outside. I'm kind of cautious to click on them if I don't go in the direction, because there is no way to differentiate clicked on but not visited. A Stark is licking spores from a wide slit on its side. They're carried across the soft sand by currents that are coming from the east reef. Okay. Let's do a little travel. These features rise steeply towards the jagged edge of the reef, splitting the strong currents like the head of an axe. Rather poetic. The Stark clings to the edge of the nearby outcrop, away from the loose side of the central reef. Oh, there's a collectible there. Okay, nice. Haven't had many yet. Marshall Sacks. Be curious to see if there's instances where you can get different collectibles at the same location. I feel like that'd be a fun way to represent having a kind of dense combination of different species in one place. Sorry, I'm just scooting myself over a little bit, because since I got better posture, I've been slightly off screen. Pesky, Drake, why are you having a staring contest in my chat? What's going on? These gullies lead among the tall outcrops of the northern edge to the currents in the open waters beyond. Okay, that sounds like that's in the right direction. Go east to the source of the transponder signal. Is this telling me I'm going in the wrong way? I don't know what to expect. The transponder is Menes between us, but I haven't seen her in years, not since. Look, you don't need to worry about it, let's just find her. I'm trying to go east, but there's geology in the way. The gully opens into one of the rifts, cutting deep into the bedrock. Okay, this is pretty east. They're not gonna be grumpy about this, surely. There, look, a cave entrance, cut into the side of the rift. It should allow us to bypass the rift, though I'm not sure where we'll emerge. Oh. This the cave entrance? Protected by the sheer sides of the rift, the shelf leads down to a small cavern and the entrance within the reef. I think that's our entrance. Do 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 do. The change of the background noises to represent being deeper is very sinister. I'm never gonna play Subnautica, this soon scaring me. The round mouth of the cave stretches away into the rock. Starks hum quietly in the dark. Not many little biome things down here. There's a strange evenness to the walls of this cave, almost as if it was a vast hole drilled into the reef. Don't say that! Don't say that when we're the inside of the thing. Oh, which ones are down here? The standard reef Starks? Okay, okay. More reef Starks. I didn't read the one's description, how remiss of me. Deep in the rock now, we'll form these hollowed out caverns with their strange undulating walls. This is too intentional now, it's getting ominous. What made the cave? Okay. I wonder what the Starks on survive on without sunlight. Maybe they're fed by the forest above. What do you think? I disagree. I think it's probably connected with system under the rocks. It's true they're seeing no root system. I don't think that eliminates the possibility. I was trying to go pro root system there. What do you mean no? Yeah. Okay, let's go east. The cave starts to get tighter. The shadows ahead. The stalks crowd the tunnel. Okay. Standard reef stalks, a mesh of stalks, thick and intertwined underground in the stark light. The headlamps they resemble bristle oversized worms. Oh. Okay, let's navigate. I think I'm still heading in roughly the right direction. The second tentacles get involved, ML. The game specified there wasn't combat on the Steam store, which I enjoyed. I don't think there's gonna be any like sand chaos here. That was stressful. Twilight from the east of the large cavern is broken up by tall pillars, casting strips of light across the dark, smooth walls. Not had any collection spots for a while. Orange stacks. These pillars punctuated the cavern's docks, crowded around their base. They support the vast weight above the reef. Interesting. Is that inferred to be a biological broken pillar or a rock? Don't think I like that. Spalling stalk. These dome stalks are pumping out clouds of. These stalks are filling the water with spores. We should start logging information on them. Okay. They look like oversized mushrooms. I guess we go close to the thing that's emitting spores. These bloated creatures are pumping out clouds of spores into the water. Around the stalk-like colonies rise out the sun. Okay. Oh? Uncle and has signal? Same breakdown as the other one. These spores are different. The stalks nearby seem to be stimulated by them. A clump of spores which seem to stimulate stalk growth. Oh, interesting. Are these the specified reproductive communication spores then? We should test them out on a retracted colony. Ooh. This looks like a retracted colony to my untrained eye. Unlike the stalk spores which survive until they settle, the spores from these stalks dissolve moments after they're released. Interesting. These stalks seem to be shriveled up. Is it because they're too exposed to the rift's withering currents? Actually, let's do that experiment from a distance. There we go. Let's get him the sample while we're here. Awaken the stalks? I don't know how I feel about that. Oh wait, did the description change? I think it did. Stalks seem to be shriveled up. Oh no, they stayed the same. Okay, let's go have a look. Definitely rejuvenated. I'm a little sad I can't get a sample of the rejuvenated spores. These sporing stalks seem to require very particular conditions to grow. I've seen so few elsewhere on the reef. These large growths seem to be some staining this colony with the spores. Perhaps they carry nutrients, even chemical signals. Okay, I think this is going to be a location where I can get a sample from. Yep. Soothe spore? Oh, that's a new one. I think. Oh, no, it's the same one as previously. I guess we use this as fuel to fill up the space for the new spore. Out with the old spore, in with the new. This long stalk sits quietly beside a dying colony, soon to protect it from scavengers. Sad. I wanted to be doing okay, little colony. Oh, another rift? Are we meant to cross over here? How can we cross it? The current's too strong? This feels foolhardy. I don't know if I can do the current slice down to the rift from the north of here. Crossing is going to be difficult unless this flow can be slowed further up. Oh, okay. So we need to collect the not the shrill sack, the other kind. Okay, we can leave them for now. We need to collect the ones that cause the spores to grow and place them further up to decrease the pressure of the flow of the water and then cross here, I assume? Perform reef necromancy. Wait, I wonder if doing it just here is enough? I can't imagine so. I don't really want to see what happens if you cross over whilst there's the high speed. Wow, Luigi! Hi, Falcon! Wait, I just realized there was a Waluigi at the start of the stream from Bun, which I never did. Wow, Luigi. Delayed. Oh my gosh. I will not have it be said that I scam people out of Waluigis. Sometimes I get a bit distracted for an hour and 51 minutes in between, but the curtain must have once run down this tunnel, scraping the walls into the smooth lines. Oh, I feel much better knowing that information. Okay. No giant burrowing creatures for me. The tunnel ahead is thick with stalks, scraping the ceiling with their rounded heads. Shrill sack. I feel quite evil, but hopefully they'll bounce back soon. Then you're distracted? Only occasionally. Sometimes I speak very intentionally about the point that I meant to discuss. I just happen to change what point I intend to discuss at quite a high frequency. Light filters in from the large opening, making the spores drifting into the water glitter like sparkles. Tucked in behind the pillar, perhaps the stalk grew here as an early warning for predators coming through the cave mouth. Okay. Sample candidate? Sample. Oh. Okay, another shell sack. I'd like to use... Perhaps if you can make them extend, it would block the current. That's what I'm thinking. But I don't know where the current's coming from entirely. Cave's mouth ahead leaves this passage exposed to the full force of the northern current. Blocking it somehow will help us pass. They're going through at a smaller pace now. Oh, nice! The spores encouraged them to extend to fill the tunnel. With the soothe spores, we can control the stalks to our advantage. This will be useful. Sounds like you're coping. Not cope, but musing. I'm pondering. I'm not coping. There's a definite correlation between struggling stalk colonies and the spawning stalks. Are they helping support these colonies? Oh, good little infrastructure spore. Another of those growths supporting a smaller colony at the cavern's edge. Is this the cavern's edge? Is there a logic to where these grow? A pattern? Okay, do I have any sample space? No. These are the shrill ones. I don't think I need all of them. I think I need more of the growth ones. Yep. Thank you. You won't be tricked this easily. Tucked into the rift wall, the shelf allows protection from the fast-flowing water cutting through the rock into the heart of the reef. Maybe I'm going in the right direction. I'm not entirely sure. Look out! In the rift, a retracted star colony. We can get them to extend or provide shelter for the current. A handful of stalks cling to the rift wall here, blown into spiraling shapes by the rushing currents. Okay, well that's gonna be the jumping off point. Is there one under here I can go to? Oh, further down? A spattering with spores. The wall here feels the full force of the current. Perhaps it can be slowed upstream? I thought I've done that, but there doesn't seem to be one around here. I guess you just have to go slightly downstream still. Oh, I really hope I don't get blown away. I'm kinda scared. Even this close to the wall, the darkness of the deep rift is intimidating. A huge slit in the face of this world. How deep does it go? Oh, I'm leaning forwards. I've gotten into the rift. Oh, I can just keep going down and then cross over here. It's all good, it's all good. If the current navigation can be slowed, this is the place to do it. Where the rift narrows, a gap opens up on both sides. Okay. Oh, thank you for the stretch strike. Do you shrimp? I was getting into my gaming mode. I was leaning forwards. I was focused. You know, gaming. Ooh. Okay. The atmospheric soundtrack is really cool. It's making me kinda tense. I know there's no like time pressure on anything, but it feels like I gotta keep going. A huge pillar sits out from the huge wall here. Its top caked is with retracted stalks, a golden garden waiting to emerge. Kinda poetic. I don't suppose there's any samples here? No. I really hope this cave isn't a dead end and has a path upwards from it. You were coping? Nah. Mice don't cope, they weak. They're mutually exclusive activities. Oh wait! Thank you for the hydrates, Leo. How are you doing? Wait, there's gonna be a lot of them now, isn't there? 5, 6. Oh no, we're already underwater, Leo. I don't. What is this? You trying to drown me? Wait, I need to tab up to count. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, the chat's moving. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The chat's moving. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I might be able to do 5. I need 10. That's still quite a bit. Let's try. I might be able to get through most of them. How are you doing, Leo? How's your day been going? You just killed the mouse? You're certainly trying to. Oh wait, congrats on the match! I saw the poster on it, that's so cool. I'm gonna start hydrating. I was too much Dr. Pepper once. I'm gonna just add to the hydrate that. I think I got halfway through. I only have like half of my can left now. So much for a leisurely sip. Tried League for the first time? Oh, dear. Oh no. Need a minimum 15 pre-orders before I can actually ship. Oh, good luck, good luck. I hope you get this soon. Oh, is a League player now? Scary. I used to play a little bit of TFT, but I've never really played League. I'm gonna sound like such a boomer. I couldn't figure out how to install TFT without also installing League, and that made me just uninstall both of them. I didn't want League of Legends on my computer. I spent too long defending Dota, even if I don't even play that anymore. Okay, let's see. There's no opening in the wall. Okay, let's hope we can go up from here. Another class. Thank you, Starks. Another smooth tunnel that leads out towards the light. Oh, and thanks to you too? Yeah, I'm being helpful. I should get all the thanks. Beast Demi. Oh, Veil on the jump catch game. Let's go, let's go. Secret tunnel. Secret tunnel. Through the mountain. Secret tunnel. Secret tunnel. A circle of warm light shows through the tunnel opening out into the upper shelves of the east reef. What lies above? Oh, I hope we're near the suit. I feel like for the distance that was covered on the previous part of the mission, we should be. Ooh! Why is there like a senate of spores? What's going on there? What? I feel like I'm on trial for something. What are the There's the standard reef stalks. The stalk canopy? These stalks are twisted together into a huge canopy. These canopies are spectacular. I'll start looking observations. Let's see what we can find out about them. They're pulsing as the pores across the surface open and close. The spore senate will see you now. Oh, if anyone thinks playing game about spores are cool, you might like the book for this month's book club, which makes in a week's time. One of the books we're reading is The Light Eaters, which, although it's not primarily about spores, talks a lot about plant intelligence and connected systems, and it's very cool. So if you're finding this interesting, you should check it out. I need to open the suggestions box for next week's book club. I already have like 5 books I'm gonna suggest, so the voting process is gonna take longer this time. Minded Dunya, she better get some sleep. I know I need to get sleep. I am responsible mouse. I sleep when I need to. I also I don't talk about my health stuff on stream because I don't. How do I phrase it? It's something that I manage, and I don't want it to be kind of hard to stream or speculated on, but I do have quite bad insomnia, and so the case of whether I sleep or not doesn't depend on my stream schedule. I'm taking care of myself. Responsible mouse. I found out how to terrorize Deniek and not tweet spores. Why do you want to terrorize me? Why couldn't you just like bring cool books? You may know it by its full name, Japanese novel. I think it's sometimes also known as a kawa. It's a really invasive species, especially in America. It's covering entire forests and strangling them. It's quite scary in terms of ecological stability, to the best of my knowledge. I'm trying to remember what the colloquial name is. It's I remember reading recently that it was actually redefined as having its own genus, but that isn't helping me remember what it's called in America. Norway in England makes it impossible to get mortgages and whatnot. Yeah, it's scary when you do like searches for a house when you're trying to buy or rent somewhere in the UK. There's different levels of searches you can do, and it can be a hassle. But depending on it, it's a necessity if you're buying. But if you're gonna rent somewhere for a while with like a high renters rates, it's often worth doing water and stability checks, which include the ecological checks for things like knotweed. It's spooky. In the Midwest here we have issues with kudzu. Oh yeah, kudzu is the big one in the Midwest. I think knotweed is more in the southwestern parts of America. Now that I'm saying that, that doesn't seem to be right. Northwestern. Yeah, I think so. I think it's in some of the cooler parts of America. I don't know why I got north and south confused for a second. Kudzu will take over farmlands like crazy. Yeah, it's also really interesting to see how in I believe kudzu is originally from East Asia, I think, like Southeast Asia. And it's interesting because it's common there, but it's not seen as invasive. It's harvested and used as a food and as a product, but it's not really contained in the US, or there just isn't the existing biodiversity to balance it out. And it's wreaking absolute havoc on a lot of old forests. This example of knotweed was in the urban areas of New York State. Oh, so I was right the second time around. It is the Northwest, I think. Yeah, Northwest. I kind of know the shape of America. It kind of looks like poison ivy, but you can eat kudzu, not the ivy. Do not eat poison ivy. I would not recommend it. I've had to go on kudzu removal parties. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I think especially in parts of America that have a warmer, drier climate, a brittle climate, I think plant clearing parties, especially plants the living form of tumbleweed, are going to become more and more common over the next few years. Northwest is Chicago area. New York is northeast. I was on the wrong side of the country. Never mind. Well. Okay, let's see what the next plant is. I'm still slightly scared of the Senate of Spores. These bright white petals appear to be... Oh, these are beautiful plants. Single petals shifting in the sunlight. Let's start logging data. I can't wait till I get the diagrams. They float among stems, swaying in the water. I still actually have quite a bit of both of this month's book club books to read. I'm about 3/4 of the way through Necromancer, but I've not gotten too far into the Light Eaters. I feel a bit ashamed. Oh, there's lots of sound. It feels good to be in the sunlight again. Let's head northeast along this fingertip of the reef. The transponder is right at the tip. Oh, new kind of plant. This is exciting. Okay. Can I look at the structure of it? Ooh! The bright pollen. Third pollen extracted from the petals in the east reef. White petals? While each plant seems to have a single wide petal, they group together forming fields of blooms all aligned towards the sun. I'm gonna go eat, have some good rest of your streams. Oh, enjoy your food, Moi. Eat well, eat well. I hope it's good. Don't stay up too late. I won't. Work tomorrow. Gotta end at a early time. I can only stream late on Fridays and Saturdays. I finished both the other night, but I read Neuromancer super quick since it wasn't my first time. That's fair. I will admit, I found it a little bit difficult to get into Neuromancer, since I'm not super accustomed to the very ephemeral style of narration. It took me a while to get invested in the story. The fractured outcrops all around the breakup of the worst of the northern current, protecting the sandy shelf. Is there a observation thingy? What about this one? A colony of Starks has twisted itself tightly across the gap in the rocks. Could it be protecting something? I feel so evil. I'm gonna cause ecological damage. Okay. Exposed roots! Where the rock shelf has fallen away into the rift, the roots of the canopy above have been exposed. We could sample them. Yeah. Give me sample, give me sample. Gonna use the shell sack for fuel so I can collect the other spore. Okay, there we go. That's me on the back here. Did you killing this world one reef at a time? No! The broken gully, the outcrop and the shelf are cut through with huge cracks, as if they were shattered somehow. Whatever could have done this? Sinister. Can I read this from here? The petal seems to shimmer as they twist and open. It's difficult to tell if this is involuntary or part of the plant's own movement. And this is standard reef stalks. I'm not sure if we'll be able to get through here is my concern. So for now I'm gonna go across. We gotta find the scientist's girlfriend. Ex-girlfriend? One of the two. Oh! Another Senate! Concerning. The colorization of these canopies is much lighter than the other stalks. They grow pale yellow in the light of Giselle 667cc's Three Suns. The casual three-sun name drop, quite bamboozling. The towering canopy of woven structures pulsates in the soft current, the sunlight sipping through the branches and the gaps. Okay. Nervous about how many growths there are here. High up in the wide canopy, you can see the stalks are twisted around the strange ribbed growths. Are they holding something up there. Is there gonna be a node where we can change height somewhere? And some petals of the thick clump of pollen in the lower part. I wonder how it's dispersed. It seems too heavy to float away. Oh! White single petal plants that come in a variety of hues. I'm gonna name this plant Shimmer Blooms for the way they catch the sunlight. I wish I could share these discoveries with Monet. There's still so much to say. No. White petals line this part of the leaf, shimmering and swaying among the as I easily pass through the fawns. I don't have much space to collect samples, I'm sorry. It's available to be sampled. White pollen. I have a little bit of white pollen. I'm nervous that I might need the shoal sack, so I'm gonna keep going for now, I think. Another canopy? The canopy has many gaps between its higher stalks, as if something has fallen out or been removed. I do have to ask, it will become an important question further you get into Light Eaters. How do you differentiate intelligence and agency? That is an age-old philosophical question. I think, oh, with a strong resemblance to terrestrial mushrooms, I'm gonna call these reef caps. The deemed mushroom-like stalks, which appear to support struggling stalk colonies with a supply of special spores. But yeah, for book club, I think that's probably something that we're gonna end up yapping about quite a bit when we review Light Eaters, rather. I'm not sure if I have the brain power to give a full description now. I don't know if I have a concrete definition of intelligence, honestly. I think it's hard to provide a whole definition of something when we only see one example of kind of I think what most people would associate as cognitive intelligence in humans. There's kind of debate on whether anything else has reached it, and so under that criteria, it's very difficult to make a definition with one sample. Oh, thank you for the pets, Pesky. Why is my pets not working? Oh, thank you. And I know there's obviously other creatures that are intelligent with octopuses and some shellfish too, but we don't have to answer those 001s later. Oh, I mean, I'm quite a way into the book. I know that that's one of the themes. It's laid out in the introduction. Scuff tuber. I'm gonna hate right now, but thank you. I'm not too scuff. I'm very smooth. I don't know what you're talking about. No sanding needed. Why did my face go AFK at the most cursed way there? What was that? Okay, affected by spores and shielded by the colony of stalks, this part of the reef superstar has fostered the ideal condition for its survival. Is this another way station ahead? Maybe we must have built them all across the reef. In the center of the shelf is a beautiful clearing, screened from currents and predators. No wonder Monet said a way station here. Don't like the casual mention that there's predators. Colony. The table stalk. Okay, that's a good name. I've named these table stalks after the table cowls they remind me of. I'll log my notes back at the base. Towering canopies of stalks intertwined with the ribbed path growths, they pulse as their pores systematically open and close. In the scattered shadows of the golden canopies, the knee-deep shimmering petals in the way station sit silent. Open up the terminal, see what data we can scrape up from. Oh heck, Drake, thank you so much for the gifted sub to Pesky. I really appreciate it. Thank you, I really appreciate it. Oh, oh, Pesky's already saying thank you. What a well-mannered pirate. Wow. Yes, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. How do I interact with this thingamabob? It's map data, right? We get some numbers. The log suggests Monet was using this as some kind of staging ground for expeditions over the drop-off. She was looking for something out in the ocean. Something deep from the descent she logged on here. Not sure if I'm looking up to that part. It doesn't do things at random. The way station, the research base. This is calculated. I feel like we're 10 steps behind her, and we've barely even started. Get to the suit transponder. It isn't far from here. Pesky's name got a little peskier. Fancy pirate, fancy pirate. If we head to north, the shelf's edges should be there. Ooh, okay. Which ones are these? Shimmer blooms and a split outcrop. It looks like many of the rocks on the shelf, the outcrop has been split. Wait! Is that Bug? Wait, have I remembered your cat's name correctly? It is! Oh my gosh! Giant cat! Oh wait, thank you for the 30 bits. I got so excited seeing the cat, my brain didn't register the alert. Aww. Bug's so cute. It's Bug. I fear that I may be falsely insulting your cat. Is Bug the one with no thought, head empty, just sits in hazardous places? No brain cell Bug. I was right. I didn't want to falsely accuse your cat of having no brain cells, but I remember one of them being on the more whimsical side of decision making. But thank you for the 30 bits, Pascal. I really appreciate it. I also always appreciate seeing Big Cat. You managed to get a very photogenic pose of Bug there. Very impressive. Slowly takes Bug and puts a slice of cheese in it. What about putting the cheese in a wheel next to the Bug? That was quite a good proposition. What about that? How are you doing, Sans? How's your day been going? Where's this cheese from? Is it at least fresh? No cheese bookmarks? I agree. Puts a whole wheel of cheese in the book. I mean, if it still has its wine on, that's better at least. I'm okay. I'm glad. I was thinking, I haven't thought the logistics out of it, but I'm going to V Expo in, I think it's September this year, and I was thinking I might try and get some art commissioned and then printed out so I can give bookmarks to anyone I see, because I know sometimes people do like business cards and stuff, but I thought I've seen vendors at expos that sell bookmarks, and so it's clearly a print format that's available and is not too uncommon. And so I'd probably need to get like at least 100 of them, which might be well, she'll definitely be more than I need. But I thought it could be cool to like to hand out to people at the expo if I see them. I'm at work, but I'm okay. Whoa, hopefully work's pretty chill. A swirl of sound suggests this passage leads to the reef end. Oh! Scientist acquisition, we gotta find the suit. How many of these little senates are there? Can you ticket prices? Why are you flying? Away from work? The side of the finger feels exposed, but thanks to its current splitting outcrops, it remains a bubble of calm. I should swap to the sample one, shouldn't I? At the tip of the shelf, the outcrop falls away to reveal an unrestricted view of the vast ocean. It's both beautiful and terrifying. I see something at the edge. Is that the suit? Uh-oh, uh-oh! Mine's suit. Open and empty, half stuck in sand. Why would she leave it here? And more importantly, where did she go? Oh heck! Thank you for the stitch and the hydrate, Jake. Hydrate. Does work have a chill? Work can be chill sometimes. There's times where things are. Oh wait, I'm missing things. Surely she's in. Okay, let's not jump to conclusions. I want to take a look at this. It can't have been here long. Most of it's still in good condition. But how did it get out here? There's no evidence of injury. A malfunction, perhaps? What do you think? Could she have had two suits with her and bought the other one for something else? No, you're right. And she left it on purpose. She abandoned it. Oh, thank you for the pats. Manual pats. Did she intend us to find it? Minnie, what did you get yourself into here? It's better equipped than our suit, but the seals have started decaying. What's this? Mine's picked up some kind of custom propulsion system, probably to do with the currents. We can use this. We'll need a power source, and we run off the suit system. It seems like she's fashioned some kind of microbial fuel cell. We'll need to recreate that if we want to use it. Okay, let's get this back to base so I can have a better look. Nay, you better not have done something stupid. I didn't come all this way out here to bury you. Let's go. Call the drone for pickup. Aww. I may finish work early tonight to this suite. Oh, that's good. I'm on lunch. Ooh, hopefully got some good food. That'll always help work a bit easier. I'm forever giving manual pats. You objective that the automated ones. Maybe sounds is sabotaging my mix it up to make sure the pats stay manual. Eat slowly and make sure you get back to work late. Take once everyone to maximize their lunchtime. Oh wait, you knew that? I need to update you. I've spent the past few hours working on my new suit. Bad news is the majority of it's still unusable. Next one. Apart from the propulsion system Renee pulled together, we're going to need a power source. Renee soon mentions her building a fuel cell using microbes found in the Western Reef. But they didn't say much else. She's been incredibly secretive while she was here. Covering her tracks across the reef as if someone was watching, or she's just... I don't know. The Monet I know is tricky, complicated, but not paranoid. Either way, if you want to recreate her propulsion system, we'll need those microbes. When you're ready, let's head our way over to the Western Stark Forest and see what we can find. Okay. We got some updates to read before then. Okay, when the Jim Catch game, let's go. My mom just couldn't care less if I finish my tasks. I'm gonna have to log on tomorrow to deal with my manager being like, I thought you were gonna finish this on Friday. And I have to be like, no, I finished it over the weekend and scheduled it to send Monday morning. And I hope he's not grumpy about it. It doesn't seem very reasonable. I feel like close of play Friday and start of day Monday don't have too much difference. At least not for like internal comms, but I'm a fan for milking competition so I can get out of them. Yeah. No, I agree. Overworking yourself for a company is very rarely in your best interest. but we'll see. I'm kind of sad I'm having to push the project because there's some really interesting underlying data. I want to do some more analysis on it, but I'm not sure if I'll have time. Oh, hi, Fromage. Thank you for the look. Thank you for the look. My man just gave me like a 2-day deadline for a whole list, and I can only depart the list per day. Oh, that's very annoying. I know that happens a lot with data stuff, where someone's like, yeah, this should be a quick task, and I'm like, that's a solid 2 weeks work. I don't know why you think it's quick. And they're just like, well, I did this example in Excel in 2 minutes, and I'm like, okay, that doesn't mean setting up like the pipeline to automate it. It's that simple. Managers understanding the amount of time it takes to do a task is one of the great blessings and cursings of infrastructure. I was giving hellos to Fromage. I think Fromage just dropped into work. I don't know if you missed that. Thankfully what I'm doing is simple. Oh, that's good at least. I know sometimes if I'm confused on a project and I take longer than the time specified, I feel a bit nervous that it should have been fast and my confusion just delayed it. But I think a lot of the time it's just quite complicated. I don't know. Even if it's not the worst, I feel like doing stuff between Python, SQL, and DAX is evil and silly as DAX is. Having to swap between is always going to be a good grim. Is Denya vegetarian? Kind of. When I'm cooking at the library, when I'm just cooking for myself, I tend to be. Sometimes if I go out to get food, I'll get meat, but I tend not to just bother buying anything for myself. I don't know why. When I was a student, I was veggie just because it was a lot cheaper, and then I kind of got used to it. I'm always slightly nervous if I ever find myself cooking meat now. I'm convinced I'll somehow give myself salmonella or one of the other ones. It's probably not the best reason to be like 80% veggie, but Num num num. Mine's suit, open to the ocean. Empty. What has she done? I'm trying hard to reconcile the Minnie I once knew with the evidence in front of me. When I met her on Kepler 62F, she was intense and quiet, but calculated and intelligent. She wasn't someone to take unnecessary risks, to leap into the unknown. At first I found her impossibly intimidating. At first, her experience working as a biologist far outstripped my own. Baikal brought me to the site as a consultant to examine her discoveries, but I felt like the one under examination. The base was much like this one, a smaller, older model, sunk into the subglacial ocean. Someone might think a relationship was inevitable, given those intimate conditions. But it wasn't the base that brought me to her, it was that intensity. Over the few years since then, I tried not to dwell on what happened on Kepler 62F, but being here, living where she has lived, following her scattered steps, it's impossible not to remember. Offers a singular chorizo. One of my favorite dishes to cook if I'm cooking food for non-vegetarians is an orange and tomato and chorizo rice. Very nice. There's this. It requires a little bit of fancy shopping, but there's this jar of combined roasted sun-dried tomatoes and habaneros that Marks and Spencer's do, and they're dried together so they like merge flavor slightly, and it's gorgeous. And so you cook like traditional tomato rice, like Mexican style tomato rice, but you also chop up different tangerines and blood oranges and include that, and then little bits of chorizo in there, and it's very good. Wow. I'm gonna slip into got a village to plan in my mine colonies world. Ooh, I'm not sure what the game that is, but hopefully it's fun. Requires too much brain power to yap at the same time. I yap without brain power all the time. But very fair, very fair. I hope the colonies go well. I logged into my work on Friday to get myself dinner. I need to have a coworker ask me questions. Questions can be fun. I live chorizo, even if Denya doesn't want it. Very fair. Chuzo could be very good. And thank you for the electric. Enjoy the colonies. And thank you for yapping. Thank you for hanging out. I made chorizo on Tuesday and Thursday. Oh. Wait, am I getting my definition right? I've never actually made chorizo. I've only ever bought it from a store or a market. Oh. Making it sounds kind of fun. Sometimes if you go to like a local producer's market, you can get some really fun combinations of products like chorizo. There was one a while ago that I got when I was making the dish I was talking about. I've forgotten the proper name for it, and it had a few different sweet peppers in, but it also had like citrus in it. It was very nice. I hadn't had like citrus in a sausage before, but it was fun. It's cool. All sorts of sausages? Wait, that's kind of cool skill. Works at a wholesale butcher's. That makes a lot more sense now. I was like, that feels kind of like an intense hobby if you're just making your own sausages at home. But it being part of work makes a lot more sense. I was gonna say I would have assumed I would have heard other cooking related anecdotes if you were making those kind of ingredients from scratch. Let's see. Life support hasn't gotten any better. Don't want to go back to the dive map because I want to read more. I'm gonna put one of all of the non-active ones away. I'm kind of assuming... Actually, the game's had a very relaxed atmosphere, and I'm assuming that it's gonna kind of gently steer you, and that if you need to have an item handy to use it, it'll give you it in the same environment. Let's see. Oh, we've got all of our definitions, but I think I can explore more first. Can I do any more analysis here? These ones are new. Oh wait, we've kept taxonomy updated. Is there an auto mode I can click? I think that button might just be an aesthetic and not a functional one. Okay, and then the last one. You see, these ones don't have the line to it, which makes me think I'm doing something silly, but I haven't figured it out yet. I make chicken sausages. Hate making the chicken sausages. Oh, I think I've only ever really had pork or beef sausages. I don't know much about chicken sausages. Let's look at our little diagrams. I'm so excited. Have any of these been updated? Okay. More behavior? Okay. Analysis of stalk spores has revealed a rich cocktail of components unique to each spore, some of which are previously unknown to human chemistry. Okay, that bit was there last time. Oh, here we are. Analysis also suggests that star colonies may possess a high level of intelligence and cognition, that the messaging provided by the spores is nuanced and even subjectively unique to each colony. Am I getting muddled because similar content is covered out in the field as is there in the recap? But I thought we'd already read that bit. I did root sample analysis, what do you mean? Canopy root? Look, it got analyzed. Okay. Table stalk. Pale yellow canopies formed from many stalks entwined together which reach impressive heights. Table stalks are part of the reef's interlocking species of stalks. Though these individuals can only be found in the eastern reef, they tower over the other creatures, providing a dappled shade for the life that grows under them. One of the notable features of table stalks is the rhythmic opening and closing of their pores, which provides a steady flow of water beneath the canopies. It seems to be highly beneficial to the growth of the other species, which most table stalks being surrounded by many types of stalks and other species entirely. Also notable are the ball-shaped growths of different sizes which attine the table stalk's canopies. Sampling these might help us understand them better. Analysis of the oh, I only have the table stock route. Okay. Analysis of the table stock route shows a number of minerals not associated with stock growth being extracted from the bedrock. Okay. Do the table stocks need these minerals to survive, or are they using them for some other purpose? A cross-secretion of the root system shows a central chamber, typical of the carbon transfer system seen in other stocks. But unlike those stalks, the table stalks have many subsidiary chambers, like a bunch of wires carrying a particular cocktail and mineral compounds. These secondary roots are drawing up larger amounts than these materials, just traces. But why? Perhaps there is some connection to these growths in the upper canopies of the table stalks. They're all secured by the stalks type binding. Perhaps we can find one of them that has been dislodged. Ooh! This is cool. This feels like a very thematically appropriate game to be playing the week before we have the Light Eaters as our book club book. Think chicken mince and sausage, they tear so easily? No. That's annoying. Wait, do they use different types of skin for the different types of sausages? I assumed it would be a synthetic one for all of them. Large dome stalks which have terrestrial mushrooms. Oh, which, like terrestrial mushrooms, release spores from the gills of the underside of each cap. In the water stalk ecology, reef caps appear to play the role of the emergency response, growing in areas where stalk colonies are falling or heavily predated upon, and upon proceeding to shower them with spores. However, these spores seem to differ from those released by the other species of stalk, and that they quickly dissolve when expelled. Analyzing these spores is important to better understanding the reef cap's role, and the reproductive spores, tasked with adding newly seeded stalks to existing colonies, are nutrient spores intended to boost the health of the diseased individuals. Okay. Soothe spores, the name by which I call the reef cap spores, don't seem to be spores at all. Unlike the modified spores of other stalks, these particles don't have any reproductive capacity. Instead, they resemble endospores, dormant bacteria reduced to dried husks which can survive for hundreds of years in toxic environments without nutrients. Endospores are incredibly tough and high in calcium, and when released by reef caps, they dissolve and transfer the calcium to the surrounding environment, where it's absorbed by the local stalks. The windfall of calcium generated by the cap's zoospores seems to allow the stalks to augment their internal signaling and toughen their membrane to protect from predators, allowing them to recover rapidly. But the question remains, how do reef caps produce these endospores? Oh, we get our first plant? Shimmer blooms. Shimmer blooms are single-petaled plants found primarily in the sheltered waters of the eastern reef. As they produce pollen as well as photosynthesize, I have classified the visible portion of these plants as petals, though they could also be thought of as leaves. Serving the functions simultaneously, shimmer blooms can be green, like most terrestrial plants. However, they cannot be found to be yellow, red, or purple in color. The image of the patch of blooms is a beautiful one, and they shift in the soft currents as they often seem to shimmer. The lower part of the single petal features may The lower part of the single petal features many smaller stems which produce a fluffy, clumped pollen. Analysis in this pollen may provide some insights into their life cycle. Laboratory analysis of shimmer bloom pollen reveals it to be a heavy, sticky substance atypical of waterborne distribution. Unlike terrestrial plants or like seagrass, whose pollen is distributed by the water currents and is therefore long and light, shimmer bloom's spherical and heavy pollen seems to be intended to resist the distribution by current and must instead be distributed by the creatures who visit the blooms. The reason for this may be the shimmer bloom's tendency to grow on exposed shells or pillars, which would risk lightweight water-transported pollen being sucked into the deep ocean rather than being distributed to viable sites. By relying on creature transport, green pollen has a better chance of reaching another sunlit shelf or pillar. This is cool! I love when games teach you things whilst you're exploring. It's so fun. Okay. Let's see, let's see. Is the... I think it's time to dive now. Okay. Let me think, let me think. Train's call smooth. Ba 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 ba. What time is it? Do we have time to do one more hop-in? I yap for a little bit instead. I'm really enjoying this, but I'm conscious that it's taken me about an hour to do each section, and I don't know if I have another hour in me because I can feel my voice deteriorating a teeny bit. But I kind of just want to yap. The spores are so interesting. I don't know, I'm just really excited to read through all the information. Is that a reasonable response? I don't know. It's a very relaxing game. I'm finding it really fun. I don't know. I feel like it is similar to Outer Wilds to some extent, but it's certainly more directional. But there's also such cool education shenanigans going on. I'm excited to finish it. I wonder. I think we're on section 2 of 8, so I may need a long stream to finish it next time. But I know it's perfect. I believe. I believe Lena is doing a gardening stream, which is kind of perfect for this. So I think I can kind of feel my voice going. As soon as I mentioned it, I was like, oh yeah, no voice, silent mouth. I think it may be best to read over. I'm sorry it was a shorter stream today, but I'm glad we got to get started since I was worried I was gonna have to cancel the stream due to being a bit under the weather. So it's nice we got to do a bit of it. I'm really enjoying this game. I hope people enjoyed watching it. I know it's kind of a calmer atmospheric game than I normally do, but I think it's really cool. I think it's really fun, and I hope people like the game because I like it too. When's another stolen wheel of cheese? Better not have stole that from like an independent local cheese maker. I hope you all have a great day. I'll be posting the schedule and the form for submitting book recommendations for next week's pick for book club later today. So I hope you have a wonderful day. Keep an eye out for those on Twitter and Blue Sky, and I will see you all later. Bye 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 bye. Take care. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for hanging out. Yum.